Good evening. America under virtual invasion. That's what Senator Dick Durbin is calling a massive Russian cyber attack on U.S. government agencies. The scope of the hack is now widening. America's nuclear weapons agency among those breached. That confirmed today by the Department of Energy. Officials say they found suspicious activity in the networks that maintain our nuclear weapons stockpile. Senior intelligence officials say there is little doubt the Russians did this and that they're still at it. Homeland Security issuing a warning today, alerting governments across the country of the grave risk that the hack poses. Congress now launching its own investigation into the potentially devastating consequences. Other top agencies compromised include Homeland Security, Treasury, and Commerce. Fortune 500 companies also impacted. Reuters reports Microsoft was also breached. Authorities say the attackers entered the systems through a third-party vendor, an IT company called SolarWinds. They suspect the breach went undetected for something like 8 months, and we still don't know the full extent of the damage, and experts say we may never know. In a moment, Sue Gordon, the former principal deputy director of national intelligence, joins us. But first, CNBC's Eamon Javers in Washington. Eamon, how's the government responding to this?
Well, Shep, the U.S. government said today that it has evidence that the hackers actually had a second way in, not just that SolarWinds vector that we already knew about. And that means that this hack was potentially a lot more dangerous than we already believed it to be. And we already believed that it was pretty bad. No word just yet from President Trump on this. We did hear from President-elect Joe Biden today. He issued a statement, Biden saying, in part, our adversaries should know that as president, I will not stand idly by in the face of cyber assaults on our nation. Today, I spoke to former Trump Homeland Security advisor Tom Bossert, who said to me that he thinks it's premature to say that this was just spying and information gathering. He worries that the Russians will use their access to just about every government server to spread disinformation and sow confusion inside the government for months or years to come. Another expert today told me this is a historic hack.
I believe this is the hack of the decade, probably one of the most consequential cyber espionage campaigns in the history of this country. And the fact that the Russian intelligence services, it appears to have been them, had this level of access inside of our most sensitive networks, both government and private sector, should be extremely troubling.
And the cybersecurity company FireEye is now saying that they have found something curious inside the actual malware here, the code itself. They say it's a kill switch by which the hackers could actually turn off the malware from a remote location if they so chose. Now, you'd think you could use that kill switch to kill the malware itself, and you might be able to do that. The problem, though, Shep, is that the hackers have now been inside these systems for so many months, it's likely that they've built back doors of their own into the system. So even if you kill this malware at this point, the Russians may have other ways into these government servers to continue to steal all this data, Shep.
Eamon Javers, thanks. Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.